We are live. What's up? Hello and welcome to another cartoon drawing live stream. That's right. Tuesdays is our live stream drawing day. That means you can follow along right with me as we're doing this. And of course, all these live streams will be edited and cut up and all the mess ups like this one. Something's telling me, I don't know. Okay, so fair warning, there is a kitten in here somewhere running around, meowing like crazy, and for whatever reason, as soon as I have to start the live stream, it wants all the attention. So you may hear some noise in the background. I can't do nothing about it. So with that being said, we do have 2 drawings that we're going to do. Actually, we're doing 3. We had somebody request, that's you actually. You guys requested Stickboy from GoAnimate. And when I looked it up, there's like different versions of this character. So we're going to draw both because both are equally, they're pretty simple. So we're going to draw both of those Stickboys. We're also going to be drawing a character that you requested. That's right, Unicorn Fairy in the chat right now. Saying awesome. We're going to be drawing their request, which is, and you had me work for this one, Pancake from Animaljam, from Jim Hansen's Animaljam. I won't get into this, but I was looking up for references for this character. There's like one image online, and it kind of cuts off half the body. So I went on DeviantArt looking for pictures of this character. I went everywhere looking for this character. But we're going to be drawing Pancake, the water buffalo from the Animaljam. So with that being said, let's get started with the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another cartoon drawing tutorial. And today, we're going to start off drawing Stickboy from GoAnimate. Requested by you. That's right, you request. Go down below in the comments and tell me what you want to draw next, and that's what we'll be drawing. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to draw 2 versions of Stickboy. So get your 3Ps out, your paper, your pen, and your pencil. Hopefully you have an eraser as well, which I do. And let's get started. We are going to turn our papers. We're going to draw 2 Stickboy versions with our paper, turn portrait or up and down, because they are easily going to fit on one piece of paper. Okay. So we're going to draw both versions right now. So we're going to start off really easy. At the top of your page, we're going to draw 2 circles. I'm going to draw one over here. One circle there. And the other circle, we'll draw it over here. How about that? Okay. And that's more of an oval, but you know, we're all trying here. Circles are difficult, right? So a technique for drawing a circle is to just take your pencil and go real light and then just keep going around and around and around and around and draw a bunch of little circles. And then later you can ink in the one you like the best. That's a trick. Okay. All right. So we got our 2 circles. Once you have your 2 circles, we are going to immediately jump right into the secret we do here. You know it. You love it. The magic T. Yes, the magic T. And we're going to do a magic T straight right down the middle of this one, just like that. There, that's a better circle. And then on this one, we're actually going to go towards the side. We're going to go ahead and draw the line across like normal, but we're going to draw the straight line closer to one side of this drawing of the circle here. Boom. Okay, there we go. I still think this looks a little oval shape, so I'm going to try and make it a little bit more circle. There we go, give it a little bit of a haircut there. All right, did I just make it into an oval again? All right. So next thing we're going to do, we got the heads now. We're going to draw the bodies. And this is where things start changing on the stick boy. So the first stick boy over here, we're going to draw a long letter U, which we're going to go, yes, we're going to just go straight down. And it's almost kind of curvy, actually. It's kind of a curvy line. We're going to go really long as you can, and then we're going to curve it back up. But we're going to do another curvy line. And I'm just going to do it this way. So we got a letter U. But as you can see, it's skinnier on the top and gets larger on the bottom. So keep that in mind. Don't make it completely even. All right, we're going to go right over here to our other stick boy. This one, we're just going to draw a big oval. We're going to look kind of where the middle of our head is. We're going to go right below it. We're not going to connect it. In fact, let me make it more obvious here. We're going to make a rainbow, just like that. We're going to go straight down, just like that. And then we'll make a smiley face at the end there, just like that. All right. So it kind of looks like we made a big piece of candy. Big piece of candy. A Mike and Ike or something. All right. All right. So these are some of the big differences between these two stick boys that I found online. This one's going to be mostly letter U shapes. And this one is going to be different shapes. So let's see. We're going to go about halfway through this. Let's make a real light line, so we know where the half of the body is. And all we're going to do is do a slanty line from, we're not going to connect. Again, don't connect. We're just going to make a slanty line going down. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Another slanty line going down. And we're going to stop right about where we got that line, where we made that line, about halfway there. These two slanty lines are going to become really skinny rectangles. So let's make these into really skinny rectangles. And you can see they're slanted, so the ends are slanted. We'll do the same thing on this one. I'm going to make this into a skinny rectangle. I'm going to try to make this into a skinny rectangle. It's kind of hard at this angle. Bear with me here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Now we can get rid of this little line. We're only using it there to kind of figure out where we were going to put everything. Now we've got the top part of his arm. We're going to do the bottom part of his arm. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to go right below his body, and we're going to figure out where his hand is going to go. And then that kind of sounds weird. Why are we doing his hand before his arm? I guess you could do it the other way too. But I want to make sure we know how long his arm is. And it is right below the end of his body. So we're going to do a nice big circle right there. I'm going to do another big circle. We're going to go across and just do another big circle right about here. All right. So now we know where the next rectangle, that's right, we're doing another rectangle, but we're not connecting. So watch, we're going to just draw a slanty line from this point down to the circle. See, it makes sense, right? Nice slanty line. I'm going to turn that into another skinny rectangle. And nothing connect. Well, yeah, this one does connect, actually. Never mind. All right. I was going to say nothing connects, but it does. This one does connect. All right. We are going to be filling in all these with solid color, but I'm not doing that yet because I kind of want to get the drawing done. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here from this circle all the way up to the rectangle. We're going to do a slanted line like that. See how it's perfect? Goes right up. We know exactly where it's going to go. We're going to do the same thing, make this into a nice skinny rectangle. Does this one connect? Sort of connects. We'll connect them. There we go. All right. Okay, I've never seen this show, but it's interesting. Okay, so now guess what we're going to do for his legs. That's right. More long, skinny rectangles. And these are not connecting. So let's just kind of start over here. I'm going to draw a line because I don't want it to connect. I'm going to draw a line underneath this giant piece of candy. I must be hungry. All right. What we'll do. All right. I'm cracking myself up. We're going to draw some slanty lines again. Slanty line, just like that. And yeah, this slanty line is going to go down just like that. Look at that, 2 slanty lines. And just like the arms, we're going to turn the slanty lines into beautiful, long, skinny rectangles. So we can get rid of this line first. See, now we got the nice spacing between, and we can turn these into little skinny rectangles. I may have left too much room. I'm going to actually move these up just a little bit. They look like there. All right, that still works. I've never seen GoAnimate, but anyway, there we go. All right. So now we're going to do the last of his legs. Do I have enough room? I do. All right. So we're going to just draw, and these lines are going to go straight down. And I'm going from the end of this rectangle, and I'm just going to drop a line. You know what? We're going to make little skinny rectangles. Let's not beat around the bush here. We're making skinny rectangles again. There. What's happened to his leg? What? Okay, obviously something's wrong here. It looks like he's dancing or something. Okay, how about that? There we go. Nice skinny rectangle like that. They look even. And then all we're going to do is do a little small rectangle for a foot. I'm going to go on this side, do the same thing for a foot. All right. Okay, basically, he's done except for his face. We're going to do the faces at the very end. I want to get everything down first. So let's go ahead and finish our second stick boy. And he's going to have very long U's all the time. Instead of rectangles, he's going to have long U's. So we're going to make a long U shape. We're going to just do a big, long, see how it's in it? Make a U, roll all the way back up. Just like that. Big, long U. We're going to do the same thing here. Long U. Looks like he's trying to reach out for this guy over here. All right, we got some long U's. For his hands, they're actually U's as well, just smaller U's. So like a U like that, a U like me, a U like you. No, sorry. So we got 2 U's. 2 U's. Sounds weird. And then we're just going to connect them like that. Then a baby U right here on this one, and then a little U shooting out to the side on this one. Okay. Now we have, this one's going a lot faster, right? So all we're going to do now is do the legs. We're going to do the legs. The first one kind of drops straight down. I'm going to actually look where this guy ended up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a very light pencil line from the ground of our first guy, and I'm going to make it so they're both kind of standing on the same space. Kind of helps me out to know where I'm going too. So I'm going to draw a long straight line all the way down to that line, and I'm just going to U all the way back up. Another big letter U. All right. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to make another letter U, and this one's going to actually, woof. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say it slants a little bit. I kind of want it to slant more than that, but okay, there we go. So this letter U is going to be slanty. Nice big letter U all the way back up. And then he's got little letter U's for feet, like this. That's it. All right. Now, in the reference that I was drawing from, all of this is filled in solid black. All of this. But I did see an example where this version was colored with some colors, some different colors like blues and stuff. So I don't know what the real way is, but let's go ahead and finish the faces, and then you guys can decide what you want to do with the faces. All right. I'm going to zoom in on this one here. Here we go. Got to zoom in because the faces are a little bit small. Okay, we're over here. Let's go ahead and start this one first. I'm going to use that magic T line, and I'm just going to draw some nice, beautiful circle eyes, just like that. And then right below, I'm going to draw a mouth like that, straight line. And then I'm going to make a smile. Aww. All right, right above here, he's got eyebrows. So more rainbows for eyebrows. But we're not going to just leave them as lines. We are going to make a smaller or a flatter rainbow underneath it. And the reason we want to make sure the eyebrows are thick as possible is when you fill this all in black, as that's how it looks, you want to be able to still see the eyebrows. Okay. I am probably not going to fill these all in black with this marker on this board because it'll, but you'll see in the thumbnail when I'm all done with this, they will be all filled in black. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at his eyes. He's got underneath each eye is a smile line underneath each eye, just like that. And then above it is a flat rainbow like that. And he's done. That's right. He's done. So yeah, so all this will be filled in. So everything's going to be kind of one piece. I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to get rid of the magic T now. But we use that magic T line because when we draw faces, all the pieces of the face are going to fall in perfect. So that's why we had to do it. We had to do that. Okay, let's go over to our other stick boy over here. And we got another magic T because we got another face, right? So this one is actually going to be looking at this guy. And so we're going to do some circles first. So let's do a circle on that magic T line. And since he's looking this direction, everything's going to be pushed this direction. All right. So you can see this one's closer to the magic T line middle, and this one's further away because he's looking this direction. You know what's so funny? You guys might not care about this, but since it's live, you guys get to see some extra insight into my brain. Yesterday, I was editing a class video for comic books, and we were drawing faces and how to turn the facial direction of your character. And this was exactly what I was teaching. So you guys get a little bit of my comic book class on here. All right. Oh, if you guys are interested in that, it's on OUTSCHOOL. Or it will be. It will be on OUTSCHOOL. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So now he's got some oval eyes. So we're going to go ahead and draw these oval eyes. Whoops. That's right. That's right. And I'm using that magic T line again. And then he's got a straight mouth. Another straight line, like mouth like that. And then this one kind of goes down into like a triangle, or if you want to go from this tip, we're going to go slightly downward. And then back up. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Okay. This is hard. This is a hard angle. Oh my goodness, he looks like a nightmare. Okay. I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to redraw this mouth. All right, let me try this again. Straight line, angle, down. There we go. There, not this messy. Still kind of an odd looking mouth, but hey, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that magic T now. Get rid of that magic T. Get rid of, oh my goodness. Yeah, let's just get rid of all the magic T stuff if I can without completely messing up my drawing. And if I mess up my drawing, it's okay because I can always fix it. Right? Okay. So these are the two stick boys. Stick boy 1, stick boy 2. I have no idea. I've never seen GoAnimate, but this was a request. I hope I did this justice. I wanted to make sure, since there were two versions that I kept seeing all over online, that I drew them both. So hopefully one of these is correct. I'll let you guys tell me in the comments below how much I got right or how much I did not get right. But yes, so these are basically all filled in. You would go in and use your, after you inked it in, you would fill it all in with maybe a colored pencil or your marker. And there you go. That would be Stick Boy. All right. So ink these in. Color them up. We do have a Facebook page. You can send your finished Stick Boy artwork to our Facebook page. Post it up. Link in the description below. Or you can send them directly to me. I will put them up all over our Kids Draw network. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube, which you're watching. I think that's actually about it. But also, if you guys are interested in more comic book classes or any drawing classes, check out my OUTSCHOOL. If you want cool shirts like this one, also check below. I think that's all the plugs I've got for today. But you guys keep on drawing. The more you do, the better you get. And get more Stick Boys. All right. I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Okay. How'd that go? Everyone there? Everyone having a good time? Drawing your Stick Boys? All right. All right. So now we're going to draw the next request, which was Pancake, the water buffalo. It's a cool name, actually. This is a good time to get a drink of water, get some juice, get a snack, and get ready to draw the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and set up the board. So while if you want to go run and get some food or get something to eat, stretch, whatever, you got a little bit of time before we start the next one. Or if you want to just hang out here, you can do that too. This is kind of boring though. Is this eraser not working? What's going on? Let's try this one. Yeah, it doesn't look like this is coming off. Okay. Strange. I need more. I may ever make sure that marker is dry erase marker. Okay. Yeah, this is something's happening here. All right. Let me go get a paper towel. Let's see. We have to get some new stuff. I'm using the same pens I always use. It's very strange. Well, it's coming off now. Sorry, you guys have to see this. Okay, I'll do some deep cleaning later. Same old pen. Okay. Okay. Let me close out the stick boy stuff. Okay. You guys ready? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another cartoon drawing tutorial. And today we are drawing your request. That's right. We're going to the Animal Jam world and we are drawing a character named Pancake the water buffalo. That's right. We are drawing Pancake the water buffalo. So you know what to do. Get your 3Ps out, your paper, your pen, and your pencil. Hopefully you have an eraser as well, and I do. And we will go ahead and get right into this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our papers. You know what? Let's turn our papers landscape. That's right. We're going to turn our papers landscape or sideways. And we are going to get started. So on one side of that paper, we're going to draw. Okay, let's see. Yep, we're going to draw a circle. All right. Got a nice, big, beautiful circle. I think I can actually make it bigger. Let's pull this in. I think I get more around this way. Okay. Okay, once you have your big, beautiful circle, we're going to put a little bonnet on this circle. So let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to draw from almost the bottom a big curved line, and it's going to go all the way around. Okay, it's a curvy line that goes all the way around to the top. Okay, I almost feel like I should do a take two. So this curvy line it goes from the top side down to the bottom side. So maybe I should have done like a slanted line. If you do a slanted line through your circle like that, then you gotta have a better place of knowing where this thing's gonna go. There we go. Yes. Just like that. Perfect. So yeah, do a slanted line through your circle, and then from one end of that slanted line to the other, you're gonna do a big circle like this. All right. This is actually, I think, the most difficult part. So there we go. All right. Once you have that, we are actually going to draw from the tippy top of here all the way down through this middle of the circle. We are drawing a big curved line, just like that. All right. Once we have that, we're going to go straight down, and we're going to draw a number of very strange lines. We're going to draw a line that's coming right out of the bottom of this circle. It's going to be a kind of a curvy line, just like that. And we're just going to go down like that. And then we're going to go straight across. We're going to make it curvy, though. All right. Once you do that, we're going to go right here and we're going to make a giant rainbow or a big, yeah, it's kind of a rainbow. Basically a curved line going all the way down. All the way down to that line that you made. All right. So basically what we kind of made is it's kind of a bit, oh, you know what I should have just done? I should have just drawn right through this whole thing. That would have been easier. If I just said, do a big curved line, a big rainbow line all the way through the head. You figure these things out as you go. Okay. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. All right. Yeah. Okay. Just taking a look at here. All right. My guy is a little large. So I'm going to trim this up a little bit here. My goodness. All right. You know what? I'm going to start over here because I can't seem to get this line. So we're going to do it the way I was saying earlier. So once you have this here, we're going to draw a big rainbow right through the whole thing. And it's going to look like this. Nice big rainbow. Just like that. Look how much more easier this is. And then we're going to just connect it with a nice curvy line. That was easier. That was so much easier to do it that way. All right. Okay, now we can erase the part of the rainbow that went through the head because we don't need that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to jump right into the face. That's right into this face right here. We're going to draw a nice big smile going all the way across, just like that. And then we're going to drop down and do another curvy line smile and make that nice big smile just like that. Look at that. All right, using that magic T-line, we know the two sides. So we got our smile, and then we're going to do some noses. And all we're going to do are these little curvy noses like this on each side. All right, and we're going to draw a little circle on each end of that curved line nose. On top of each of these, they almost look like commas. We're going to draw little rainbows above them. Just like that. Wow, I can already see the face. The face is already there. Extend this a little bit. All right. Give it a little bit of a jaw. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go above this circle. We're going to make two big eyes, circle eyes, just like that. And we're going to draw a little baby circle inside each one and then fill in these circles. All right. All right, now we're going to draw on each side of this head. In fact, you can see where your eyes are. We're going to draw a little curvy line that's going straight down like that. Almost like a fish hook, I would say. Almost like a fish hook there. All right, we're going to go on the other side. We're going to do the same thing right out of the eyeball. A big long, this looks strange. Big, long, curvy line going out like that. All right, and we're going to draw some hair on Pancake here. All right, Pancake, let's give you some hair. I'm going to start with this magic T line, and I'm going to just draw a little bit of a curvy line going up. I'm going to come back down. So I'm giving this little curved triangles, and I'm going to do three. I'm going to do 3 of these little curvy triangles like that, and then I'm going to draw a mound or a rainbow on this side, and I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3 little hairs on this side. All right, right underneath, we're going to draw a U shape. I'm going to actually add some. So we're going to draw a big U, and it's going to start over here on the cheek, and it's going to just go right down like that. Almost looks like another fish hook. Kind of. All right. Now we just got to draw a little bit of the tail, which is a big lightning bolt. So what we're going to do is do a curvy line just like that. And then we're going to draw a check mark or a 7. We're going to do a couple of those. But we're just going to follow that curvy line that we made and draw a couple of these little. You know what it looks like? It looks like a lightning bolt coming out. But we can erase everything inside that lightning bolt when we're done. Okay. All right. So now we're going to figure out what's going on with this line here. This is actually an ear. And all we're going to do is we're going to draw from this ear back up. And we're going to make a curvy line that way. And we're going to erase everything inside there. Lo and behold, we made an ear. We're going to do a little 3-dimension on this ear, though. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw another line that kind of follows this other line. Not quite parallel. But we're just going to draw a little curvy line in here. And then inside this, a letter J. So now we have kind of a 3-dimensional ear on here. We're going to do the same thing on this. All we're going to do, again, in fact, we could kind of put a mark over by the nose, right outside the nose. And all we're going to do is do a curvy line back up. Okay, so this is going to be an ear as well. We're going to draw another long line like we did here. Just a nice big long line like that. And then a little curved line going back in. And so we got another 3-dimensional ear. I'm going to draw mine a little bit differently. There we go. Okay. All right, so he is a water buffalo, right? So we need to draw some horns. And we're going to go right out of the hair. And we're going to just draw, let's make it bigger. I'm going to draw a nice, big, long U shape coming right out of the hair. I'm going to do a smaller one over here on this side, coming right out of the hair, like that. Okay. So this water buffalo is wearing a T-shirt. We won't get too into the T-shirt yet. Let's do the arms, though. So the way I'm going to do these arms is I'm going to go right out of this neck, right here, out of this corner, and draw a curved line going down, just like that. I'm going to draw another curvy line going down like that. And I'm going to connect them both with a U shape, like that. All right, on this side, we're going to do the same thing because we got one hoof or one paw. What? We got one of his arms here. Let's do the other arm here. So we're just going to draw another big, long curvy line that's kind of going out. We'll do a second one just like this, doing the same kind of thing. We're going 2 lines going right out, and then we're going to connect it with a U shape, just like that. Okay, I'm actually going to erase the body line from this part, like that. Okay, so let's take a look over here by where he's wearing a shirt. So let's figure out where the shirt ends. So out of the references I've seen, it looks like his shirt ends almost looks like it covers most of his back. So what I decided is I'm going to just draw a shirt line. It's almost a squiggly line like that. All right. And I'm going to go right off of the body like that. And then I'm going to curve it back up his body like that. So now we got where his shirt is. So behind his shirt is the rest of his body. Okay. All right. So there he is. He's coming along. Pancake's coming along here. All right. Let's go ahead and finish these horns. All we're going to do is go from his ear all the way back up to the horn, and we're going to make it look like this. And I'm actually going to make mine a little bit thicker. There we go. I like to make, so on the tip, it doesn't look like the horns are real sharp at the end. So maybe not make it super sharp. I guess, you're the artist. You can make it sharp if you want. But they don't look like they're going to like stab anybody. Not that kind of he's not that kind of a character. Okay, let's look at the other one. Same thing. We're going to go from the ear all the way up to the tip. And so here we go. I'm going to actually go from the tip down to the ear. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, I'm adding some details now. So let's do some neck details, which I'm going to do a little lightning bolt right here by his neck. And this is just some fur. I'm adding a little bit of fur here. I'm also going to draw near the end of his hands these 2 curved lines, just like that. I'm going to go up from those curved lines just slightly. I'm just going to make these little triangles. Just these little triangles like this. All right. And I'll show you what that's for in a minute. Got to have some mystery in it. You'll see. All right. So this is the very last set of steps for Pancake, if you can believe it. So we're going to add a little rainbow tongue into the mouth, just like that. We're going to erase the magic T. Let's get rid of that magic T now. We don't need it anymore, but we'll keep everything else. Okay, let's take a look at those triangles that we put up here. We're actually going to connect them now with curvy lines. And the reason we even made these is this is where his t-shirt ends. So we're going to go ahead and erase the line that separates the triangles like that, right? Then we're going to just put some little lines from the triangles into his shirt, basically. So now it's giving an illusion of he's wearing a shirt. I'm going to actually add a couple more lines right here. There we go. The illusion of a shirt. Okay, so he's also wearing, right where we made this big U shape, we're going to follow that because he's wearing a big stripe. This is like a big stripe on his shirt. In fact, I'm going to fill it in. There we go. All right. Now we can do a couple of things to make it look like he's wearing a t-shirt, basically. And you know what I think I'm going to do actually is I'm going to add some extra stuff, but we'll do that in a minute. No, let's do it now. So what I want to do is I want to give him a back leg, which would be right here. I'm going to just make a big fish hook like that. All right. And let's just do that. And then I'll put one of these little curb lines right here. Now, the reason why I'm kind of don't really, this is the reference image. It covers up the bottom half of the character. So all of this is kind of made up. So this is the first, I couldn't find any other references. So the bottom feet and everything you're making is all brand new, never seen before. So let's see. I'm gonna put a little V right here to make it look like a shirt. A couple of lines like that. We're gonna do the same thing over here with fabric. It's when you add these little lines, it kind of gives it the illusion of folding. So that's what we're doing. I'm doing another little V like that. Okay. We're also looking at this tail over here. We kind of did something with it and we didn't really finish anything. But so again, I'm kind of making this up. I'm going to do a giant V that curves back up to the basically to his body. So I did a giant V, and we can put another little triangle in here. So we gave him a little tail. So yeah, there you go. I think that's it, actually. Let me take a look real quick. Okay, up on the horns, I made it more three-dimensional. Added a little curve line on each end of these horns like that, because it kind of gives it the illusion of 3 dimensions. What else did I do? Anything else crazy? I did add another V over here by his collar like that. I'm going to just do that real quick. Okay, so there you go. This is the first full body image, unless there's one out there that I haven't seen, of Pancake the water buffalo. There you go. Pancake the water buffalo, guys. So there you have it. So ink these in, color them up. Don't forget to submit your pancakes. Man, I'm getting hungry. Your pancakes to our Facebook page if you want to show them off, or you can send them directly to me. I will post them up for you. I'll put them up on our Instagram page as well as our YouTube. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget to check out all the links below for our cool merch, other classes. We got all kinds of cool things going on here. So appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below what you want to draw next. And I will see you at the next one. Keep on drawing. The more you do, the better you get. Bye. All right, guys. So that's going to conclude it for the live stream today. I'm going to back this up a little bit here. This thing was right up on me. Okay. Yes. So, Unicorn Fairy, if you're watching, I hope you like this one. This was your request. And that's about it, you guys. Don't forget, you know what? We should pick something for what we're going to draw next. So I'm going to wait. Let me see the comments. Any comments? Anybody have anything they want to draw? Speak now. Or forever hold. No, you don't have to. Comment below, and we'll get it the next one. I don't see anything else though. You guys, this is it. So I got to pull from the bucket. It's been a while since I pulled from the bucket. Let's see what we got here. We've got Helena with a request for either Chase, Marshall, or Sky from the Paw Patrol. I could have swore we just drew someone from the Paw Patrol. Didn't we? Was that? Well, I guess we're going to draw someone else from the Paw Patrol next week. So, who are we going to draw? We're not going to draw Sky because we already drew Sky. Okay. So next week, we're going to draw either Chase or Marshall from the Paw Patrol. I'll see you guys all next week. Keep on drawing. The more you do, you know the answer. The better you get. Bye. End stream. There we go.